Hi guys, Dazzie here with another episode of my top 20 selling comic books of the week. This time it's episode 185. And today I will be discussing the best-selling comic books on eBay for the week ending the 20th of May, 2022. Now, since coverprice.com came on the scene, they've become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics, and they scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling books. As always guys, let's find out if you can beat me. It's not difficult. But before we continue, if you could perhaps subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment. It all really helps my low-grade productions. Okay, starting in at number 20 on our list is a book from 2017. We're talking Marvel. And of course, we've just had the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness movie, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I gave it a 9 out of 10. One of the better ones for me. And one of the new characters, of course, introduced was America Chavez, played by Xochitl Gomez. Some people liked her, some people hated her, but even still, key issues from that character have been going through the roof. Number 20 on our list is America, issue number 1 in her first solo series. This is a run of comics that is extremely hard to find over here in the UK, and trust me, I have been looking. I've only found a later issue of the run and it was beat up. Now, there are only 250 CGC 9.8 of that book in existence. And what numbers did it do? Well, this time round it sold 20 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 86% with a high sale. Get ready for this. Raw copy going for $111.50. I'm not a big one when it comes to those first solo series. I certainly wouldn't be investing into that much money. Number 19 on our list. Here's one from Image Comics. And Todd McFarlane. He's stuck out many iconic covers in his time, of course. And one of his most notable was 1990's Spider-Man issue number 1. Now, there are a wealth of homage covers to that issue, and this is the latest one to be getting a bit of traction. Number 19 on our list is Spawn, issue 327. A cracking homage, of course, to Spider-Man 1 from Todd McFarlane. There's your book, guys. I must admit, I have never seen that book on my travels, but it's one added to the radar now. Nice flip in that, I think. This book sold 12 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 168% with a high sale CGC 9.8. Yeah, they're right there. Going for $122.50. That's a recent release. Number 18 on our list. We're sticking with Spawn, this time from 1992. Yeah. What more is to say about Spawn, issue number 1, the biggest selling book on my top 20 week in, week out. The first appearance of Spawn, Albert Francis Al Simmons. We got the first appearance of Mel Boglia, Jason Wynn, Wanda Fitzgerald, Sam and Twitch. Now, Sam and Twitch are greenlit to be getting their own Netflix live action show, which would be very interesting. Now, there's Pin Up a Pit in this issue. It's the second title published by Image Comics. Gorgeous Todd McFarlane cover and artwork. What numbers did this one do? Well, it sold 20 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 95% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $204. Yeah, they seem to be coming down. When I first started this, they were up to $120. They reached as high as $320. Now, we're kind of in the middle at $205. I paid £1.31 for my copy off the legendary Car Boot Tony, and that was in February of 2018. Brought that to me house with a load of other great issues. Check out Car Boot Tony on my videos. He's got his own little segment. Okay, number 17 on our list, and this character's coming back. Of course, Into the Spider-Verse was a big hit. The sequel's coming. We're getting loads of different Spider-Man variants. And this character, of course, appeared in the post-credit scene to Into the Spider-Verse number 1. The book from 1992 is Amazing Spider-Man issue 365. And the first preview appearance of Spider-Man 2099, of course, is Miguel O'Hara. Now, this issue is the 30th anniversary of Spider-Man's existence as such, from 62 to 92. And you got cover art featuring a hologram of Spider-Man that I can barely ever make work. But what numbers did this one do? It sold 15 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 143% with a high sale CGC 9.6 going for $135. I paid £8.99 for my copy in December of 2018 on eBay. Okay, number 16 on our list. Here's an interesting one. An Avengers book from 1985. And Nebula has seen many transformations on screen and in the comics, from her various character designs to her turn to the dark side in Avengers Endgame. Now, Nebula is one of those characters that consistently evolves, and it's no surprise that a few leaked pictures of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 would remind collectors of this phenomenal story by Roger Stern and John Buscema. Number 16 on our list, guys. Another one added to my radar now is Avengers Issue 260. There's your book. Now, this is a book I'm sure I've passed on in the past. I recently picked up Silver Surfer 72 from 1987. And that is the book where she becomes more like her MCU characterization, where she's like a cyborg. Previous to that, I think she was almost just an alien. And that was, of course, Avengers 257. I got that one as well. But anyway, 3 issues later at 260, this book sold 10 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 219% with a high sale raw copy going for $28. Looking forward to that next Guardians movie. Okay, we've just spoke about this book. And it keeps on selling. It's a book I thought I had in my collection, but sadly no. Number 15 on our list is Spider-Man issue number 1, and that iconic Todd McFarlane regular cover. Here's your book, guys. We all know the cover, and there are multiple printings of this book, guys. But it's the regular that is doing the damage at the moment. What numbers did this regular do? Well, it sold 26 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 99% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $158.96. Okay, 14 on our list. We've just had the Moon Knight show. What was my overall grade for it? Probably around about 7.5. Started strong. We had a couple of wishy-washy-ish episodes, but the finale for me was the best Disney Plus episode of Marvel to date. And one of the characters that I really enjoyed debuts in this issue, number 14 on our list, is of course Moon Knight issue number 1. Sorry about the glare, guys. This is the first appearance of 2 characters. Firstly, Khonshu, the Egyptian god and avatar of Moon Knight. And we've also got the first appearance of Bushman, who was alluded to in the show, a mercenary villain of Moon Knight rather. What numbers did this one do? This book sold 36 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 79% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for a whopping $800. I've said it before, guys, this was a CGC 9.0 AOK from that great YouTuber Dragon Ink Comics, and thank you so much, James. There is the letter that he sent with it, and for a guy that doesn't even really know me, what an AOK that was. Fantastic. Thank you, James. I've been looking for that book for some time. Okay, number 13 on our list. What more is to say about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? Well, of course, we were introduced to the Illuminati, and one of those characters was, of course, Hayley Atwell's Captain Carter, a character we are supposedly be getting a Disney Plus show or movie. Yeah, of course, she debuted in the What If animated show. Number 13 on our list, sticking with that animated theme, is Captain Carter, issue number 1, the animation 1 in 25 incentive. I'm sure I saw this book in a local shop for probably cover price and passed on it. This book is going crazy right now, and it's a cover I do love. I'm not a big fan of incentives, but when it comes to a key and I can get them at an affordable price, I'm all over it. What numbers did this one do? Well, it sold 19 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 88% with a high sale CGC 9.8, going for $560. And number 12 on our list, we're sticking with Captain Carter. I'm a big fan of the character. I'm actually rewatching Agent Carter with my eldest boy Ethan at the moment. We move on with another Captain Carter issue. This time it's the regular cover, or first printing rather. Captain Carter #1, guys. I know I definitely passed on this one recently, but I have found a couple of copies of the second printing, and I've actually sold off one of those already. One Numbers did this regular first printing day. Well, it sold 23 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 114%, with a high sell CGC 9.8 going for $320. On average now, that issue is around about $10. And number 11 on our list, here's a great book, and it comes from 1979, and we're talking the Quantumania movie. Yes, of course, we're talking Ant-Man, Scott Lang, and he's got a couple of first appearances, hasn't he? One's in an Avengers book that I own, and then we have this book from 1979, and we're talking Marvel Premiere, issue 47. What a fantastic book. I think this is the first time I've showed this one off. This is the first appearance and origin of the second Ant-Man, Scott Lang in costume. Of course, like I said, he appears in an Avengers book. I think it's issue 180 something, but I've got it anyway. This book was actually a competition winnings from that great YouTuber Joker68 from across the pond. And this is an interesting issue as well, guys, because for example, in 2019, a 9.8 of this book would sell between $500 and $600. Well, post Avengers Endgame, and this book made a massive leap, and the 9.8s fell between $1,200 and $1,700. Wow. What numbers is it doing today, guys? Well, it sold 13 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 148%, with a high sell CGC 9.6 going for $336. It's a great issue, this one, because it's also the first appearance of Cassie Lang, Cassandra Eleanor Lang, the daughter of Scott Lang, who becomes Stature, and who else is it? Stinger, yeah. And we're going to be getting more of that character as well. Also, the first appearance of Darren Cross. He was in the villain and played Yellow Jacket. He's coming back for the Quantumania movie. So bang for your buck with this issue. Like I said, that was a freebie I won in November of 2018. Looking forward to that Quantumania movie. Wasn't the biggest fan of the second Ant-Man, but the first one, yeah, did it for me. Okay, we're into the big top 10, guys. A pretty miserable start for me again. Okay, number 10 though on our list, another Image book and another Spawn related book, this time from 1993. And collectors are really speculating that this character is going to appear in the MCU via the either the Thor Love and Thunder, but probably more so the next Guardians movie. Number 10 on our list is Spawn, issue number 9. You know the book, guys, the first appearance of Angela. Now a Marvel character called Aldrich Ostenstotter, who first appears in a Marvel book, Age of Ultron book 10, which I own. This book just continues to sell and sell. It sold 21 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 103%, with a high sell CGC 9.8 going for 192. Yeah, the character of Angela, widely speculated on to be appearing in the Guardians movie. In this book, though, you've also got the first appearance of Calyxtrio, Medieval Spawn, first appearance of Gabrielle, a great poster in this book from Jim Lee, and it's a cover homage, of course, to Wonder Woman, issue 72. Another book I found numerous copies of, paid £1.31 for this, and that was in February 2018 from, again, Car Boot Tony. Yeah. Number 9 on our list, I've spoke about this character already. As we move forward into the Spider-Verse 2, we're going to be getting a lot more Miguel O'Hara. And this is another great book when it comes to the character. Number 9 is Spider-Man 2099, issue number 1. The first full appearance and origin of Spider-Man 2099. Miguel O'Hara. What numbers did this one do, guys? Because this is going to be a big one going forward, because there's rumours that he's also going to appear in the MCU at some point. This book sold 16 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 137%, with a high sale near mint raw copy going for $38.25. I paid £2.75 for my copy in the middle of 2017. Number 8 on our list, and this book is another one that's pretty persistent at the moment, and it's all about the cameo of Red Hood's new Robin. Number 8 on our list is Batman Beyond, The White Knight, issue number 1, guys. And we are talking the regular cover, a book that has just come out. A book that is on my radar, but I'm not going to pay eBay prices. This is a book, the kind of book I'll find, I've said it before, in a charity shop for £1 or £2. We all know the book. There's your cover, guys. Yeah, there's so many different iterations of Robin out there, isn't there? And I know there's been 2 or 3 different versions coming out with this future state and all sorts. But this book sold 22 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 114% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $200. Okay, number 17 on our list. And this is an image book, but from 2015. I remember being in Forbidden Planet a couple of years ago, and there were dozens of these in grab bags, and I should have picked them up, but I do have a copy. The buzz of this issue is picked up significantly after a first look at the Amazon Prime TV adaptation debuted a week or so ago. And now the Brian K. Vaughan story follows 4 girls involved in some serious time travel business the morning after Halloween of 1988, leaving fans with some Stranger Things vibes. Number 7 on our list, guys, is Paper Girls, issue number 1. Yeah, a group of girls get caught between 2 factions of time travelers at war with one another. There will be another trailer soon. What will it do for the book? We don't know. But this time around, it sold 29 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 103%. And a high sale CGC 9.8 went for $150. I paid £3 for this minty copy, and that was in early 2019. Okay, number 6 on our list, guys. And we are back to Doctor Strange. And this time, it's all about the Illuminati. You know the book, guys. Number 6 on our list, New Avengers, issue number 7. And the first team appearance of the Illuminati, who was Professor X, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, Iron Man, Namor, and Black Panther. That was the original lineup. We got some of them. It was great to see Black Bolt in particular for me. I think they've obviously held Namor back for the next Black Panther movie. In this issue, we've also got the 3rd cover appearance of Ronin, who is, of course, Maya Lopez. And in this issue, Wolverine joins the Avengers alongside Captain America, which is ironic because Captain America told him 19 years prior that the Avengers would never accept him into their ranks. And that was in the Captain America Annual Issue 8, which I own as well. This book I paid £1.36 for. I've found several copies over the years. Don't pay eBay prices. But this book sold 35 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 88% and a high sale CGC 9.8, going for $324. Raws on average now, $46. That's coming down. A week or so ago, they were around about 72. Okay, number 5 on our list is a book I passed on for about £2.50 a few years ago. I remember my good friend John Christopher had a copy, but it didn't really do a lot for me at the time for some reason. And this is the first cover appearance of Jane Foster as Thor. And it was the same spot last week. Number 5 on our list is Thor, number 1. Like I said, from 2014. We're talking the first printing, guys. And of course, the first printing has the red border. There's your book. Quite a pricey book now. There is a second printing. I believe that has a blue border or a dark blue border. What numbers did it do? This book sold 33 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 98%, with a high sale CGC 9.8, going for $307.65. Raws on average now, $102. Wow. I've just been reading there is speculation that Jane Foster will be getting her own Disney Plus show. Personally, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure how long we're going to have Natalie Portman's Jane Foster as Thor in the MCU. Either way, guys, I've had to make do with the True Believers reprint. But even this book now is a double figures book. And why? It's a low printed one, believe it or not, for True Believers. Just 15,715 copies. Paid just £1 for that a week or two ago. Okay, up next is an interesting one because there's a book from Boom Studios. Yeah, Grimm. We're talking Grimm. It's the latest from Boom Studios, and it's written by Stephanie Phillips to receive massive hype. Yeah. The series follows Jessica Harrow, a Dead Reaper recruit who doesn't know how that came to pass and is searching for the Grim Reaper. Now, Boom have had a bit of success of late with recent titles, and our fans were quick to pick this fan favourite cover up. It comes from Jay Lee and June Chung, and they absolutely crushed it. Number 4 on our list is Grimm, number 1. They're Jay Lee and June Chung, issue number 1, and it comes issue number 1, and that comes from Boom Studios. I like this cover a lot. Simplistic. Look at that one. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Love that. What numbers did Grimm do? I used to invest quite a bit in indie books, but they're more missed than hit now. This book sold 18 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 181% with a high sale raw copy going for $20. That was number 4. Number 3 on our list, we're sticking with Grimm. And this time we're talking the Dave Johnson Virgin 1 per store cover. Here we go, guys. Here is your book. Another decent cover, but I certainly wouldn't be forking out the money that it is going for at the moment. Looks like Skeletor's on the front cover with this one, guys. Patrick, this one might even test you, my friend. Nice cover though, nice cover, but 1 per store's more missed than hit in my opinion. This book sold 40 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 108% and a high sale raw copy going for $45. $45. Okay, we're on to number 2 on our list. And here's a Marvel book from 2015. Yeah, after the events of the Multiverse of Madness, many are looking for the next big event book, and it seems to be that collectors are settling on Secret Wars. Number 2 on our list is Secret Wars number 1, like I said, from 2015. Basically, where worlds collide. Here we go, guys. This is a book I've passed on several occasions in the past, but it's starting to creep up there in value. I think this is quite possible where we're going to go with the MCU. We need a big event, don't we, to follow on from Endgame. And it comes from Jonathan Hickman, this issue. Yeah, it's where universes collide and ultimately collapse the multiverse. What numbers did Secret Wars 1 do from 2015? Well, it sold 30 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 203% and a high sale CGC. 9.8 went for $200. Go careful with this one, guys. There are nearly 50 variants to that under the radar book. And we're there. We're at number 1 on our list. We're sticking with Marvel, this time from 1982. Yeah, and this book is an interesting one. It features the first appearance of the adult Franklin Richards, son of Reed Richards and Sue Storm, aka Avatar. With godlike reality warping abilities, he is one of the most powerful entities in all of Marvel Comics. And collectors were keen to jump on this book after the Richards children were alluded to in the new Doctor Strange movie. Number 1 on our list is Fantastic Four, issue 245, guys. And we're talking the newsstand copy, okay? If you've got the direct, I'll give you half a point. But the newsstand is where we are with number 1 on our list, guys. This is a book I thought I had in my collection. I do not, but I'm sure I can find one at some point. If you do enough hunting, you'll get the goodies. This book sold 25 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 294% with a high sale CGC 9.4, going for $140, guys. That is it. That is a wrap. How many did I get this time round? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 20 for Daz. Back to my normal poor standards. Let me know in the comments how many you got. And thanks for your support as always. It means the world to me. I'll be back very soon. Bye for now.